Good morning, my dear students. Now we discuss Unit 2 Performance of Transmission Lines. So, what is the performance? The performance in terms of efficiency and also voltage regulation of transmission line. So, efficiency is a very important element. Efficiency stands for output by input into 100. Regulation is nothing but change in voltage from no load to full load in expressed as a full load voltage into 100. So the efficiency of transmission line must be high. High means the losses are less. The regulation of transmission is less. Then only that is a effective system. So voltage regulation of transmission line less means the voltage drop in transmission line is less. We discuss one by one the topics. So unit 2 performance of transmission lines. So the first topic is classifications of transmission lines. So classification means how the transmission lines categorized depend upon distance or depends upon voltage, how we categorize the transmission lines. So the first one is we have three categories. The first one is short transmission line, medium transmission line. In medium transmission line, the capacitance effect causes we have three categories. That is nothing but nominal T, nominal pi, and also another one is end condenser method. So nominal T means the capacitance effect is in middle of transmission line. The capacitance effect in middle of transmission line. Nominal pi means the capacitance will be split into two halves. One is in sending end side, another one is receiving end side. Another end condenser method. End condenser method means the capacitance effect is in receiving end side of transmission. So based on the capacitance effect, we categorize medium transmission line into three: nominal T, nominal pi, and end condenser method. So third one is long transmission line, that is a rigorous method. So why we put rigorous method? So normally the long line parameters are distributed, not lumped. So lumped element means the physical separation of possible lumped elements. But distributed element, the physical separation is very critical. So means every point on transmission line, the voltage and current changes continuously. So rigorous means every point should be thoroughly and carefully. So every point analysis is thoroughly and carefully. So why we taken as a long transmission line as a distributed elements, we discuss later. So the regulation estimate regulation and efficiency of all types of lines. So the main aim of unit 2 is nothing but for finding efficiency and also regulation. Already in previous session we calculate the inductance and capacitance at different transmission lines. Different transmission means single phase or three phase double circuit line. We calculate the inductance and capacitance. Means we calculating the drops. Once we know the drop, we can easily calculate the efficiency and also regulation. So the transmission lines are categorized as three types. So how categorized is a very important. How categories means, the first category is short transmission line. Short transmission line. The name implies the line length is up to 80 kilometers and the operating voltage is less than 20 kV. So once again I repeat, short transmission line, the line length is up to 80 kilometer and the operating voltage is less than 20 kV. We treat it as a short transmission line. Normally in short transmission line, the capacitance effect is ignored. So why? Because of the capacitance effect considered or ignored, we get the same efficiency, means not changes anything. So we not consider the capacitance effect in short transmission line. Second one is medium transmission line. The line length is between 80 kilometers to 160 kilometer and the operating voltage is greater than 20 kV and less than 100 kV, treated as a medium transmission line. So greater than 80 to 160 kilometers. Short transmission line less than 80 kilometers. Medium transmission line 80 to 160 kilometers. The operating voltage is greater than in between 20 kV to 100 kV. So third one is long transmission. The long transmission line, the line length is more than 160 kilometers and the operating voltage is greater than 100 kV. We treat it as a long transmission line. So normally the based on line length and based on voltage, we categorize three types. So already I told that in medium transmission line, depend upon the capacitance effect, that will be categorized into again three: nominality, nominal pi, and also end condenser method. So normally the categorized by using line length is a wrong. The categorized in short or medium or long. Normally based on wavelength, we can categorize short or medium or long line. So if you suppose the line length is only 50 kilometers, but the frequency is 500 hertz, definitely that is treated as a long transmission line, because the wavelength of transmission line is very high because the frequency is very high. But all these categorized, the frequency is a constant. So the line length less than 80 kilometers, 80 to 160 or above 160 kilometers, we categorized frequency is equal 50 hertz. But very important element is, is if the line length is 50 kilometers, the frequency is 500 hertz, definitely the wavelength is very more because the frequency is very high. Definitely that will treat it as a long transmission line. So whatever may be the category of transmission line, the main aim is to transmit power from one end to another. Like other electrical system, the transmission network also will have some power loss and voltage drop during transmitting power from sending end to receiving end. Hence, performance of transmission line can be determined by its efficiency and voltage regulation. Normally, the drop off in transmission line is very less compared to distributed network. The distributed network tappings are very more, the voltage drop also very more. In transmission line, there is a no tappings in transmission line, no tappings provided. So the efficiency normally in transmission line very high compared to distributed lines. The voltage regulation also very good. So the voltage regulation in manner means in terms of receiving insight, we discuss later. So how voltage regulation will calculate it. So efficiency of transmission line. So how efficiency of transmission line is equal to power delivered at receiving end. Power delivered at receiving end by power sent from sending end. Power delivered at receiving end by power sent from sending end into 100 efficiency of transmission line. So for calculating the efficiency, we must know power delivered at receiving end. Receiving end side, the voltage is VR, receiving end voltage, receiving end current, and also a receiving end power factor VR, IR, cos phi r. So power sent from sending end. So sending end also a sending end, sending end voltage, sending end current, and also sending end power factor. So output by input, output is nothing but power delivered at receiving end, input is nothing but power sent from sending end, into 100% is nothing but efficiency of transmission line. So the power sent from sending end minus line losses, power sent from sending end minus line losses is equal to power delivered at receiving end. So if you know the power sent from sending end, we can easily calculate the power delivered at receiving end, because we calculating the line losses by using the inductance and also a capacitance. So here please note that the voltage regulation of transmission line is measured of change of receiving end voltage from no load to full load condition. So please note that voltage regulation of transmission line is measures the change of receiving end voltage from no load to full load condition. So while calculating the voltage regulation, first we must know at no load what is the receiving end voltage, that is a VR naught. So VR naught stands for receiving end voltage at no load condition. VR naught minus VR. VR is nothing but receiving end voltage at full load condition. So no load to full load condition we must know, then only we can find the voltage regulation. So what is the means of no load to full load means without any load what is the voltage, with full load what is the voltage means. So what is the voltage drop in transmission line? So the voltage drop in transmission line is more means automatically the efficiency of transmission line is very less. So percentage regulation, how can calculate the percentage regulation? So no load receiving end voltage minus full load receiving end voltage VR naught minus VR by full load voltage into 100%. So the electrical power is transmitted over a transmission line with a speed of light that is 3 into 10 power 8 meter per second, the speed of light. Frequency of the power is 50 Hz. The wavelength of voltage and current of the power can be determined by equation given below. So normally how the wavelength is calculated, how the wavelength is calculated is a very important. So what is the formula for velocity V? Velocity V is equal to lambda into F. So lambda is a wavelength, F is a frequency. So where F is a power frequency and lambda is wavelength and V is the speed of light. Velocity V is equal to lambda into F. So velocity is, if suppose the frequency is 50 Hz. So lambda wavelength. So wavelength we can calculate the wavelength easily. Lambda is equal to V by F. So already I told that the transmission line is characterized by using wavelengths. The wavelength is very high, means that will be treated as a long transmission line. So suppose the lambda is equal to v by f. So the velocity of light is equal to 3 into 10 power 8. Frequency f is equal to 50 hertz, which is the standard frequency that gives 6 into 10 power 6 meters, that is equal to 6000 kilometers. So lambda is equal to v by f, 3 into 10 power 8 by 50, that is equal to 6 into 10 power 6 meters, 6000 kilometers. So if you hence the wavelength of transmitting power is quite long compared to generally used the line length of transmission line. Suppose I can change its frequency is nothing but 500 hertz. Definitely the line length will be increases. So this is a line which having 6000 kilometers. So half of line that will treated as means half wave, that is a 3000 kilometers. So voltage distribution of 50 hertz supply. So for this reason, the transmission line with length less than 160 kilometers, the parameters assumed to be lumped and not distributed. So the line length less than 160 kilometers. So already I told that the what is the lumped parameters. The lumped parameters are parameters means the resistance, inductance and capacitance, voltage or current. The physical separation is possible by using the lumped parameters. But in case of the distributed parameters, the physical separation is not possible. So every point in transmission line, if suppose there is a transmission long transmission line, the point to point means every point of transmission line, the voltage is changes continuously. If suppose in one point the voltage is V, next point the voltage is del V, there is a change in voltage. If suppose the one point the line current is I, next point that will be changed into change in current. So this is a process is going on. So while calculating the long transmission line, the analysis is difficult. So we using rigorous method. Every point should be carefully and thoroughly we can calculate it. Such lines are known as electrically short transmission line, means the line length less than 160 kilometers. These electrically short transmission lines are again categorized as short transmission line length up to 80 kilometers and medium transmission line length between 80 and 160 kilometers. So the capacitive parameter of short transmission line is ignored, where in case of medium length line the capacitance is assumed to be lumped at the middle of the line, or half of the capacitance may be considered to be lumped at each end of the transmission line. So the capacitance effect is ignored in short transmission line. This is a very important point. The short transmission line we not considering the capacitance effect. So there is no charging current, means the sending end current is equal to receiving end current in short transmission line, because there is no capacitance effect. So there is a capacitance effect, but that is a not considered because the capacitance is very less. Whenever the capacitance is less, the voltage regulation and also efficiency not affected due to the capacitance effect. So we cannot consider the capacitance in short transmission line. But in case of the medium transmission line, we consider the effect of capacitance. Clearly this point shows the capacitance, if capacitance total capacitance lies in middle of transmission line, that will be treated as a nominal T method. In In nominal pi method, what happens? The capacitance split into two halves. The capacitance will be split into two halves. So half of capacitance is in sending end side. Half of capacitance is in receiving end side. C by 2 and C by 2 sending end side and also receiving end side. So finally there is a end condenser method. So end condenser method means, so the capacitance, total capacitance lies in receiving end side. That's a very important point. So in long transmission line, already I told that by using rigorous method, we can calculate the efficiency and also regulation. So in another important point in unit 2, which is the ABCD constants. So by using ABCD constant, first what is the ABCD constants? I can give clearly. The ABCD constants means the sending end voltage Vs is equal to A VR plus B IR. Sending end current Is is equal to CVR plus DIR. Means by using ABCD constants, we can easily calculate the sending end voltage and also a sending end current. If you know ABCD constants, Vs is equal to AVR plus BIR. Sending end current Is is equal CVR plus DIR. So one by one we see the ABCD constants, no problem. Lines with length more than 160 kilometers, the parameters are constant to be distributed over the line. This is called long transmission line. So lines with length more than 160 kilometers, the parameters constant to be distributed over the line. This is called long transmission line. In this chapter or in this unit, we can detailedly we can analyze the short transmission line and also medium and also long transmission lines. So we see the vector diagrams also. Vector diagrams, how the vector diagrams draw to the short and medium and long transmission line. We can analyze clearly. So the main aim of this unit is to calculate efficiency and also regulation of a transmission line. Thank you.